Okay.
Summon the Elector Counts.
Greenskins.
Oh my god.
That's a new video.
Have you seen that shit? Holy
That is a
shit.
pretty good one. Nice. So this is our first Grimgor's Ardboyz campaign. Let's see.
Oh my god.
Let's see. Grimgor is ridiculous, guys. This is like, man, it's not ridiculous. Just a shitty version of White Dwarf. But yeah, Grimgor is Grimgor.
Oh my god.
I don't know what that message is.
Have you seen that shit? Holy shit.
I like having fun with melee experts. You know, you have to understand that White Dwarf in the Dwarf faction is just stupid. While Grimgor in a Greenskin faction is fun. If that makes sense to you guys. Scott give none 10 subs. Downstone give 10 subs. Love you guys. Thank you very much.
God.
Yoo-hoo.
Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
What was I saying? Yeah. Lords like Grimgor, like Tyrion, like Khazrak, like any of the Bretonnian lords. There's some other lords, but this fight the lords can be fun. Because you play a little bit differently because you have these lords.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
So close to 600 subs. Yeah, I'm like 20 subs away. Dark days. We start with one in the Black Orcs and one in the Doomdiver. Doomdiver is the best Greenskin AI unit, and it's pretty fun unit to have in the army at the start. But the Black Orcs are probably the best player unit. And then again, you can put this to debate because the Stone Trolls kind of OP. Elish Drunk, that vodka is hitting me hard. That vodka is hitting me hard.
Oh my god.
2 more shots to go.
Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
So French are producing vodka, and they call it Yeltsin. I wonder if they make it from potato or from grain.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit?
I mean, if it's called Yeltsin, it must be potatoes, right? Unlocks hero recruitment Black Orc Big Boss. Black Orc Big Boss is amazing. That's like a staple
Oh my god.
fighter hero.
Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
You see patch notes? What patch notes? Patch notes is not released until April. Va has a chance to contain Black Orcs all armies. Well, we've seen the AI has it, but you know, for the player, you have to see it. I have to update that SL.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
2715, I think. There's 49 sabotages there. 4 times abandon. And I gotta update the command for the campaign. Yeah. This is another regular campaign.
Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
I will give you guys an option to decide for this campaign. Just one moment.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
This is campaign number 10. Grimgor's Ardboyz.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
This is gonna be another one of those short Victory Plus campaigns. But I can't seem to find the old straw poll thing. We're making a straw poll here. I'll let the chat decide.
God. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
Which type of auto resolve pen? So since the cell campaign is done,
Oh my god.
we're back to 1600.
Holy shit. What the hell?
Okay. 1600. The auto resolve campaign was a huge success. Thank you guys very much. And we're back to 1600. It's a different goal.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit?
Yeah, no auto resolve. Yeah, it's like
What the hell?
I'm a little bit lagging here. Which type of no auto resolve campaign? I'll guys give you option. Absolutely no auto resolve. Auto resolve allowed if
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit?
enemy has under 11 units. So I'll give you guys options. You guys will decide. Absolutely no auto resolve, or auto resolve will be allowed if the enemy has under 11 units. So if they have 10 or less units, we can auto resolve.
Seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
This is the poll in the chat. Let's give it 2 minutes.
Oh my god.
So you guys decide. Absolute no auto resolve, or auto resolve allow the enemy has under 11 units. It's still, you know, going to respect military strength, no matter what. We'll give it 2 minutes. Howdy.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
Howdy. Huh? $63 votes.
Oh my god. Have you seen that?
This is kind of the same manual. This is kind of the same.
What the hell?
Because it's unlikely they're gonna survive more than 11 units. What would the LH66 do? Absolutely no auto resolve, but the LH66 got scarred by ROM 2. The only way to join ROM 2 was to no auto resolve, because they broke the auto resolve there.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
There's currently 2 big issues with the game. Screwed garrisons and balance of power in those battles. Screws the player and benefits the player. The player can choose the right option, but it's tedious in both situations. One feels cheap and the other one is tedium. So I think absolute no auto resolve is extreme, but this seems to be a little bit better option.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy
So the current voters have decided. Only 20%, 5% of the viewers voted. So auto resolve allowed the enemy has under 11 units. Okay.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit.
Has been decided. Okay, so Grimgor has campaign wound range plus 10% for all armies. Multiple factions have this bonus. It's a nice bonus. A little bit boring, but it's a good bonus. Upkeep minus 30% for Black Orcs and Big Guns. Good economic thing, because these are important units for this faction.
God.
Grimgor himself has 30% more battle loot. The Greenskins are absolutely filthy rich from battles. Now that they've fixed the Warriors of Chaos suspicious battle loot, the Greenskins might be again on the very top. Armor +7 for Black Orc units, meh. Leadership +7 for Black units, what the fuck?
Have you seen that
Because they only have high armor and leadership.
What the hell?
Ability, you're next. Basically has a big penalty, like massive penalty, if he wants to duel somebody. He's gonna delete anybody with stuff like this. Yeah, doesn't know how to use this well, but the player can murder any Lord 1-1 with this. And his Wa... what? It says... armor ability Grimgor's Wa, but it shows a Wa. Not the Grimgor's Wa. They're showing the wrong Wa here. The Wa here is supposed to be the Grimgor's Wa and not the regular Wa. What the hell? Basically, his Wa is a massive damage boost to Grimgor. Who wins? Tyrion and Grimgor 1-1. I think Grimgor would win because he has the better buffs for 1-1 and his more consistent attacks against the horse. Grimgor also has way more health than Tyrion, which is the main reason he would win. Tyrion doesn't have a lot of health. Grimgor has way more health. So you have to go duel those guys. I think Grimgor would win. If there's Elich on the left and Elich on the right, the Elich controlling Grimgor would win against Elich controlling Tyrion. Tyrion is weak to magic, and Grimgor just have better toughness and damage. Statistically, Tyrion could get lucky in a one duel, but statistically, in like if you do 10 duels, I think Grimgor wins. Because Tyrion could dodge too many attacks and get lucky, but if you do like average, I think Grimgor wins. Because he has way more toughness. The elves don't have good toughness. The Tyrion has a horse, not dragon, so he has a low health compared to Grimgor. And we already established that a dwarf lord is stronger than Tyrion. That's currently Warhammer 3. How do you get a Demon Prince of Nurgle? You need a Chaos Sorcerer Lord of Nurgle, rank 15, and then you get a dilemma pop-up to ascend. Thank you, Prak. Okay, Grimgor starts in a weird part of the map, but he still has the big fort. So this campaign is basically Grimgor's Ardboyz first time in Warhammer 3, and the only thing attached to this campaign is no auto-resolve unless the enemy has 10 or less units. What are we gonna do for this? This is like standard, and this is new standard because you know it's too easy otherwise. And I think everybody can agree to turn off Vermintide because we had it the last 3 campaigns. Now, Goblins, you don't need goblins. You can just go orc build. Ultimate Crisis. Ultimate, I have to drink one more shot. We do ultimate. Fine, 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 fine. Fine. Hey, Straklon. Straklon, have you seen those patch notes today? I have read drink today. If I drink tomorrow, then you can judge me. I'm going to still enable this, I think. Do we enable this? I think this only works if they're defeated. Because makes no sense they're aggressive if they're dying. right? If they're very powerful, they're not gonna do diplomacy. If they're dying, they're gonna try to survive. I think this makes sense. Any opinions about this? It says it will reduce the difficulty of the official scenarios, but I have no idea how to play this game. If somebody has massive armies, they're not gonna do peace treaty, because out of war has started. So at least 15 turns of war, no matter what. If they get weakened, they might try to get out of the war. So this is actually smarter AI than the other way around. I just don't think the biggest one makes sense, but what the hell. Ultimate Crisis. Goal, short campaign, victory plus. Can you get a comment how bad patch notes were? Well, I'm drunk right now. How about that for a comment? I actually had a good day today. I did some shit that I had to do. I was avoiding for the longest time. And then I went to the game store, the local game store with my brother, and we were opening a box of Dominaria United. You know, thank you guys, you know, for supporting the channel and let me allow to buy the box of Magic. And we opened some nice cards, including Liliana of the Vale. It was a good box. But I come home, I turn on Warhammer 3, and then I remember the shit they did to the undead again. They made the Tomb Kings good, and then they reverted all the good stuff. Anyways, let's go. You know those changes they did, Straklon, they reverted nearly everything. And they didn't even fix the important stuff. They finally fixed Tomb Kings and they reverted everything. Now people can go back to complaining about Tomb Kings.
Get smashing!
Let's go give Gork a show, get smashing. Okay, the banner is automatically equipped here, the mortals here. Black Orcs to Black Division, huh? You want one word or two words for that?
Bone for war.
CA brain damage. Well, it's not like CA is watching the stream, but you know, if you're watching the stream, CA, that's what you're giving us every day, so you deserve it. We got a tough Black Orc, big boss. Damn, that's good. Nobody's gonna kill this guy. That's a good trait. Good trait. There's like 3 or 4 really bad traits. 2 words, okay.
Ready for murdering.
Black Division.
Lead it from the front.
Well, in the early game of the Greenskins, you have 2 options. You have the Goblin build, or you have the Orc build. They both work. But honestly, the Goblin build is better. And why is it better? 'Cause it's cheaper. But they both work.
Bone for war.
Let's see the diplomatic situation here. So we got some scripted relations with the Darklands orcs. We are at war with Tusked Sons, another Greenskins here. And the other guys are kind of neutral. We trespassed against the Mountain Eaters Ogre clan. There's also Clan Ferric, who are spineless and they want diplomacy. Let's see this for a bit. 7,123 health. We had Grimgor in our Nurgle campaign, and he was a bitch to kill. Literally, we had a battle where we couldn't kill him. Just because we had Nurglings, right? Very impressive stats. For a Greenskins, that's amazing. But there is several lords which are just better version of Grimgor in the game. But the fact the Greenskins have this from turn 1, I think it's a lot of fun. I think it's a lot of fun, especially because he gets frenzy as well. Still requires 4 skill points. Set bonus is control +1. The boring copy pasta shit here. Copy pasta, copy pasta, copy pasta, copy pasta, 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 pasta. The Gitzing ability is actually good. So it's a copy pasta weapon, but the Gitzing ability is good because you activate this and you delete a character. And his armor is very good, one of the best armors in the game. Just 15 ward save alone, you remove everything else, it's one of the best. But if you take everything into account, with 15% of ward save, it's one of the best in the game. That's how good is the 15% ward save. Ward save reduces all damage. When you have 120 armor, 7,000 health, that's a lot. You might seem 15% not much, but it adds up with everything else. You have this armor and you get Talisman Preservation, and this guy is really hard to kill. He's still a large target, but infantry size. He might be the thickest infantry guy in the game. So this is our capital, Saber Mountain Path to the east. We've been in this province with the vampires. This is province with vampires. And the big fort is tier 4. Okay. This is a good landmark. This is like a should be how the landmarks are. There's a disciplined Goblin Great Shaman, beautiful. Even if you decide to go for orcs and not goblins, you still get a Goblin Great Shaman, because he's the best regular lord. But it's preferably better to go goblins, because the Goblin Tide.
Nasty magic. I'm special. In charge. Time to learn from the best.
Yeah. First battle. We can out-resolve this one, but we're going to fight. I don't like saving stuff for here, although it's. I don't mind if you do it yourself, but I'm a flawed person. I had OCD, and probably 10 other things fucked up with me. I'm damaged, so I just can't do it. It feels like using mods. But if you do it, I will not judge you. So you got my permission. Angry, that's a lord, not a hero. So we got the Immortals banner, which makes Immortals pretty much immortal. They cannot die as long as they have high leadership, and their leadership is kind of absurd. This is a great setup. You get some of the best units, and I kind of like to get the pigs here. Ever since they changed the pigs, I kind of like, you know, I like giving pigs a chance. Although when I see they have trained to melee attack, I suffer, you know, my brain leaking out my ears. But I still try to. I like the pigs. I just like that video when all those pigs are charging the Emperor guys, and there's a big clash. But multiplayer exists, and this unit will never be great because of multiplayer. Above average at best. But ever since they increased their armor and their HP, their attack value doesn't really matter that much because they become really tanky. So if they're tanky, it's fine. But what's wrong with this unit? It's the building, not the unit itself. So yeah, Fugir, I told you, you know, I don't judge if you do save the characters, cause I know, but I can't do it. I can't do it. It feels like using those mods to make the game easier. One day in 2050, when we are old and don't have grandchildren, unless you're Marconos, we'll have quality of life with traits. And I only explained that you don't need any good traits to play the game. Traits are just for fun. That's all it is, guys. You don't need traits to play the campaign. I have a couple of those douchebags outside the stream just talking shit. You don't need traits to play the game. Traits are there just for fun. You know, just when that feeling when you struck gold, and you're gonna have fun. Well, CA doesn't allow that. They don't like that. No. They, you know, they want you to have things random. That feeling when you get good traits, good opening, everything just sits, and you don't even give a shit if you have reached critical mass on turn 20. You just want to keep playing campaign, enjoy it, and have fun. But CA just say, fuck you, I'm gonna give you random stuff. This is awfully green stuff here for these mountains.
Goblins!
Well, King Roman administrator is easy to get, so there's no debate there. There's no debate. It's easy to get because there is many lores of Student of Teclis. Many lores, so they're easy to get. But not every faction has that many lords to choose from. Could they made every single trade fun? Yes, they could. If I was making this game, I would have only made 5 traits in the entire game. And every one of these 5 traits would be different. And everyone would be strong. But that's too complicated. Elon Musk got all the rocket scientists, and they don't have any smart people working on them anymore.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit.
I would just make 5 traits. Campaign trait, battle trait, mix of campaign and battle, and then the pushing. Extreme campaign, penalty to battle. Extreme battle, penalty to campaign. That's all you need. That works.
This snake needs blood!
Going!
Streamlined, and it works.
This better be good!
Yeah!
I am the goblin. I am the one with the goblin. I'm not drunk. I think I missed there. Okay, I'm drunk. I'm drunk. I'm drunk. Okay, that's not fair. That's not fair. I have to wait again.
Boys, clear the train time. Moving fast.
Let's scrap! Stab 'em!
Fighting is life. More bigger. Moving fast.
When you sort the formation and you start moving again, they will actually align to that new formation as they move. That's the best way to sort it out.
Got it!
I'm gonna stop him. Where's the scrap?
You guys see that 50 charges? Just charge those goblins that did no damage. Do you guys understand why I hate this charge bullshit?
50.
Of course they're gonna have the charge bonus next to attack animation, but that's beside the point. If they won't make this shit work, they better respect that it actually works. It's like one of the worst stats. It works sometimes.
We had a great time.
Game Y is crazy. That's crazy.
Boys, moving fast.
We get 40 attack and 50 damage. That's insane. That's like one of the most ridiculous things in the game to get on a whole army. I mean, what the hell is more ridiculous than getting this buff on the entire army? Than Grimgor's big buff. The whole army gets near guaranteed chance to hit and 50% more damage. If only the AI had this. How the fuck did we lose to Black Orcs? What the fuck is this, man? This shit is still bugged. Like, what the fuck, man? We got these guys with 100 leadership and lost 2 guys. What the fuck, man? This shit is bugged still.
Look, watch out.
Beside disciplined, what are good Goblin Shaman Lord traits? The only good one is Mushroom Addicted, and if it's like your 3rd, 4th, 5th, or 6th Lord, Knowledgeable, so it gets up faster, because those lords don't work in rank 10. So, Discipline first, Mushroom Addicted second, unless you don't do Goblins, then Knowledgeable is the second. If you do Goblins, Knowledgeable is third. You don't like strong tough, not on the Goblin Great Shaman, no. Can the Goblin Great Shaman get a Weapon Master? It's better than both the strong and tough, because the spider getting more attack is good. Either that or Frenzy. Can the Goblin Great Shaman get Frenzy or Weapon Master? Those are also good. Because the spider on those is good. Discipline is best, obviously, you know, but you can always get disciplined. Oops. Guys, am I crazy? I'm drunk, but this Blake Division it was 78 and now it's back to 80. Was it 78, right? What? They have a lower one dead. That's what happens when you drink 4 shots in a very short time and you haven't drank in a couple of weeks. I'm gonna stabilize, just give me like 30 minutes. I am in command of my faculties. I just need to get a glass of water. Okay. Okay, we're here, boys. Okay, we're here. I got a glass of water. I'm not gonna pass out. It's just like 4 shots. It's not like I drink 8 shots. For this, like 4 shots just to get you going. You keep drinking to get wasted. Hey, blacksmith. So what led make Grimgor possible? It's dear bro. Let's read the patch notes again. How about no? I had only 4 shots, royalty. It was just a small bottle of vodka.
That's what Lord wants.
So let's see what movement we have here. We got 120, so that's correct. Plus 10, plus 20 from the faction.
Let's go.
We're gonna get the boys. The boys lost a couple of stuff. They messed up the missile damage, but we do it for the attacking damage. And this guy's gonna get training. Can you imagine this shit, guys? Turn 2, and I'm putting training, and I'm not a noob, new player, I have no idea how training works. How times have changed.
Now they'll see.
Crusher is let's click Bellower. I think click Bellower. What the hell?
Ready for murder.
I would never click Bellower. What the fuck?
Nasty magic's ready.
It's Jed Masterson. You guys, OG training. I kid you not, it was 35 experience. It was enough to get me going every campaign to just bitch about it. And then they buffed it to 55 experience. And it was enough to get me going bitching most campaigns. And now they made training 100 experience per turn. They made it average. It's still worse than replenishment, movement range, scouting, heck, even worse than scavenging. So it's one of the worst hero abilities, but it's average now. Jed Mastron. Okay, hold on, there's a typo. Okay, there you go, fixed it.
Gork's fist. Attack.
We don't have a good replenishment right now, so we're gonna manual this. Master Sword. I put Master Sword. Is it not typo? Accuracy nature.
Say my name. Say my name. This ain't proper fighting.
Why do you have to wait every time to kill one of these gobos? I use so many of these gobos here I can't miss. This is a very nice background. Look at those mountains. One with the gobo. One with the gobo.
Oh, one shot. Shifting. All right. Shifting. Choppers ready. I'm the best.
Stab him!
The war is here.
Let's do this!
Moving fast.
Gelato ready!
Forward driven.
I missed hell cannons, guys.
Here we go! A goal! The Black Oaks will win!
Why does it happen when you click on it at the start? They fucked up this manual combat. It's like, is this multiplayer again? Because this thing was broken in Shogun 2. The broadsides, manual control, and then regular, it was broken. Some multiplayer guy fucked this up. I have no doubt. Hey, 54. You know, 54, every time I see you in the chat, I want to play some Diablo 2 Resurrected. But then I remember I'm allergic to Blizzard Entertainment these days. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. And I just really want to farm some Pindle skin and cows. I really want to fucking do it. But I'm allergic to Blizzard. It's just gonna make my skin bleed. I need to get over it. Doom Diver to Top Gun Elch. Okay.
Despair involves fighting.
The boys will give us damage and attack for the orcs, and damage and base missile.
Let's get some.
We're fighting these Tusk guys, the Tusk Sons here.
Skaven warlock.
Flesh Greeders are the ogres. They can't do shit against black orcs. Dolgan.
Bloodthirsty.
Those guys are gonna get made a puppet by Archaon, I think. Might as well take the
You're
money.
as brainless as your primitive. Fine.
Tom Ferric. They're at war with Cool.
My come to the clan.
I'll take them their money. Slaves of Zar, they're at war with Lamian Brotherhood. Flesh Greed, they're at war with Kolek. We don't want to piss Kolek here. I guess Kolek is a natural enemy. Let's see. Why do we have one more recruiting capacity here?
Now they'll see.
Ah, the tier 1 building gives recruiting capacity. Why is it so complicated to make this building tier 2 and this building tier 3? This building tier 1 and this building tier 2. Keep this on tier 4. Why is it so complicated?
The tribe's ready. Anything you say.
Ready for murdering.
Ardboyz are our main foot soldiers here. Got some scrap stuff here. The Black Orc stuff is overpriced. This should not cost 80. It's like absurd. The other guys, we gotta get technology for scrap upgrades. Why does it take AI Grimgor 8 turns to take Ice Spewer? That's a good question and I don't have an answer to that one. Not everyone is blessed with a massive intellect. You know, guys, there was this. Did I told you about one of the guys in my WoW guild? There was one guy in my WoW guild. I don't want to call it by name. He might check my channel. There's some of those WoW guys check my channel from time to time. I have absolute respect for this guy. He was like a soldier, like professional soldier. Absolute respect for this guy. I like this guy.
Oh my God.
But there's this one thing he said to me that stuck with me. He said to me that nobody is irreplaceable. Irreplaceable? Like everybody can be replaced. That is just not correct. Just some people just suck. Some people are just hopeless and they're clueless. Nobody is irreplaceable that does. Maybe in war, if everybody is a trained soldier, let's say you have 10,000, let's say you have 300,000 trained soldiers. I agree with him. Nobody's irreplaceable. But in the real world, this does not work like this. No, no, no. You don't get two guys and you can't do shit. Especially if it comes to like your tank doesn't show for raid, your heal doesn't show for raid, those guys don't want to do tank, everybody gonna do the PS. No, doesn't work. Nope, nope. The guy try to do healing on their alt, they never healed in their life. They're not gonna know how to do it. There's no time of the alts anyways. Nobody is irreplaceable. It's the biggest bullshit I ever heard in my life. Most people just suck. It's how it is. They might be feeling, might really intimidating, just like to know these strangers, but they're just like people like you. Everybody has their faults, and if you're training in one thing more than them, you're just better than them. That's how it works. You have better skill, you have better knowledge. You might not be as talented. You might be more talented. By just you investing more time, you are better than them. You might be even more talented than them. So that is the biggest bullshit I ever heard in my life. But if there is like 100 or 200,000 trained soldiers, I agree with that. I agree with that. That's true. That is true. I agree with that. And you just need another soldier to obey commands. Absolutely true. Depends. It really depends. Who is he talking to? Talking to myself. Who else? You know what Twitch is? Just a bunch of streamer. Nobody's talking to themselves. No, you know. It's turn 1, boys. Record turn 1? This is not a record turn 1. I had a turn 1 that lasted 4 hours. If everybody is trained to the highest standard, have the same interests, that might be true. But it's just that's not how it works. It was 3:59. No, this is the second campaign today. If everyone is the same, there's no one is different. That is true. If you're talking about like soldiers, that is true, and I get his point because he's a soldier himself. In the army, nobody's special. Everybody's soldier. They have to do their part. Everybody has to do their part. They're all the same. It doesn't work like that in the real world. You have to achieve something. You're gonna need 1,000 soldiers. You're gonna need 2,000 soldiers. You're gonna need 4,000 soldiers. They're all the same. You just need the numbers. If one guy is slightly more talented, skilled, knowledgeable than the other guy, it will not matter. Might save the next guy. Will not matter in the grand scheme of things. You're irreplaceable, Elich. Where else would I get my hot, drunk, and total war creation ASMR? So this is where you get your thing going. Alt. I got my Booba games. You got your creation streams. Can we create anything here?
This magic is real.
What's my favorite Booba game? What's my favorite Booba game? Ooh, that's a tough one. But I gotta go with being a dick. And I wouldn't say this otherwise if I was not drunk. What is that thing going on Discord? This is supposed to be there, bro. Dear bro is getting carried for burning his wallet this month. Man, I gotta rewatch those Spider-Man movies. That's good shit. So we're fighting Tusked Sons and nobody else.
Tyrant!
I guess there's no wrong thing to do these guys, no aggression.
All mine!
Dear bro has definitely burned a hole in his wallet this month, dear bro. Dear bro is he did something today. He did something. He's like dear bro has a special place in my heart. He's my third favorite American. But that's only because he can't really compete with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Who the fuck can compete with that guy? And of course, Miley Cyrus, because I'm just only a man. I'm only a man. So Miley Cyrus in the second place. So he's third. I'm a flawed human being, so Miley Cyrus goes second. If Miley Cyrus came to my house and she told me, quit Warhammer 3, I would do it. I would do it. Fuck this shit, go back to Warhammer 2.
fighting.
We're going to, there's 8 units and 8 units. We have enough orcs here. We're just going to do... One thing about Greenskins is we can encamp with no movement cost.
Get going.
This is actually still our territory. We don't want to raid our territory. Ardboyz are good once you get the skills going. Is Elish drunk? I'm like 1% sober. 1% sober. I'm 1% sober.
I'm special.
Why the fuck did I recruit this guy here? What the fuck, man? Who, like, this is so fucking bad. Why did I recruit this guy here? That's not how we do this game, guys. You capture the settlement first, and then you recruit a guy, and then make the guy follow you. This is fuck up.
On it.
Now he's one turn behind.
Ready for murdering.
One thing about the Ardboyz is they have 9700 health. That's actually a lot for a tier 1 unit. 9700 health. If you compare this to, for example, swordsmen, they got 8200, 8300. Compare this to like dwarf warriors, they got 7800. So 9700 is a lot of health for tier 1 unit. It was disciplined. Yeah, yes, but that's not how you do things. You capture a settlement first and then you recruit. That was the fuck up. I fucked up there.
Nasty magic's ready.
So we're playing with orcs. The most important thing to get with orcs is heavy clubs. 8 attack. See, it was generous. They were generous when they made this thing, but it only took me talking shit on Reddit to make this happen. So guys, you see this thing here? I like to think that I made this happen. I like to think I made this happen by talking shit on Reddit. And I can't really find this thing here. Why is the picture gone? So before we got this, I had to make a post on the Reddit with Grimgor's pictures, make Ardboyz great for the first time, and until I made that shit here, and we got like so many upvotes. This was the result. This was the result, guys. You take discipline back orcs over strong? Yes, yes, yes. Discipline is the best one because there's 20 units in the army. Discipline is rank number 1. This is, I think this is the reason. I think because I made a Reddit post, this is the result. Was the result. And that picture is gone, but I think I had that picture on my PC. I guess it's an old picture. I don't even know what that... You remember that picture there, bro? Was that an imager? Imageor. Sign in. I haven't been there in a while. They know my password, but they don't know my username. What the fuck? What the fuck is my username? I don't know. It was just Elich. This thing has changed so much. So much. I don't know if it's here. And this is why I don't play Blizzard games. I don't see it. Ah, there it is, there it is. So I made a post on Reddit about this shit here, waiting for CA to get their shit together. They really fucked up one update. In the next patch, they fixed it. This actually had a lot of attention Reddit. You like the cat? That was my cat. I missed him. I missed him. That was my cat. That was my third cat. I told my sister-in-law we are not going to get a cat until we fix the door. But the fixing the door is so fucking expensive that we are never going to get another cat. One day he left the house and he never returned. He was like 12 years old. He probably went somewhere outside to die. That's what the cats do. It was annoying. I'm going to like take a piss in the middle of the night and he's meowing on the window. But now I miss it, you know. Like I would, you know, I would be happy if he meowed in the middle of the night while I'm taking a piss. Go faster, 10% more campaign immune range. Cells in fixed door. Oh man, that's. I don't know, man. That you know, it's like I'm gonna fix it, and it's like 2 years later. The next thing I'm sorting out my table. I got money for the dentist, and I'm sorting the table, and then is the door. And then we might get the fourth cat. I'm not sure how we're gonna name it though. Our first cat was called okay, I'm too drunk to say it. Zizo, our first cat. Our second name was called Ogi, and our third name was called Charlie. All dead. Fourth cat is Skarsnik. I don't know. I don't know.
It can't.
There is something very relaxing and stress lowering the stress when you're petting a cat. It's health. Cats are good for you, but don't get more than one cat. Get one cat. One cat is good for you. It's like it's healthy, but more than one cat, that's unhealthy, I think. Unless you have a dog with a cat. I think more than one cat is not good. Cat, when I was young, had a cat named Precious who was a great Persian. Then cat lived to be 21. Holy shit. You know what's the problem when the cats get older? They get wise. They get wise, and they don't want to get petted again. You know, if you pet them, they get, you know, they're just like evil. They just want to eat. They just want to sleep, and they're just gonna out, take a piss, and shit. Only time they want to get pet if you feed them something good. I feel like the older the cat gets, the less they want to get petted, you know? 2 cats, so they have a friend. More than 2 is where it starts to treat a crazy cat person. You share 2 cats, they actually gonna tolerate themselves, because we had our second and third cat, and they were not happy. They were coming to our house to eat and sleep sometimes during the winter, but they were more like street cats, you know, because they were outside most of the time. They were not happy to see each other. You think 2 cats, if they're living in the house, is good? They have to be born by same mother. The thing is, my first pet cat was the father to the second cat, and they didn't like each other. So the cats don't give a shit. The cats don't give a shit, because my first cat was the father to my second cat. And not long after the second cat entered the household, the first cat stopped coming home.
Let's go.
LH, can you click that hourglass icon in the lower corner, thanks? Gal, get the fuck out of here. Gal, what the fuck are you doing up at 1 in the morning? Don't you have a life? Don't you have a job? Family? Obligations? What the fuck are you doing here at 1:14 in the morning on a fucking Wednesday? Ignore him as much as I can. I see. That vodka sucked, but it got the job done. I need to take a piss. Be back.
Corpse fist.
I'm here, boys. Is there any reason to occupy the settlement type chaotic vessel with Grimgor, or you raise them? Oh, climate, huh? Uninhabitable or dry climate is only good if it's convenient. So sometimes you're about to deplete your turn and nothing else you can do than occupy the settlement. So might as well you waste your turn to occupy a settlement, because anybody captures the settlement is gonna have to waste their turn. Gal says work and obligations are there every day. Drunk Elite stream is a rare thing. I see. I'm here. I just was taking a piece. Okay, armor 20 armor, huh? Like, what were they thinking when they made this guy 150 armor? Guys, when they released this guy, I remember it was so fucking bad. I got wasted. I turned off the stream. I got all the alcohol in my house. At the time I had a full pantry of wine. I could have just drank like 10 bottles easily. And I had drink wine until I passed out, most likely, while watching some TV shows. That's how bad it was when this thing got released. But that didn't matter at all. Then that guy from the YouTube, I forgot his name, popular YouTuber, he made the same exact video about them making Black Orc Big Boss a nobody. And the next patch, CA fixed it. And they made this incredible hero. Just what the Greenskins needed. So, being good and being popular. You have to be a fucking idiot, and still better to be popular than being good. Guys, be popular and be a fucking idiot and don't be good. That's not gonna work to get in life.
This better lead to war.
Fine. Move.
It was Mandalor, yeah, that guy. Exactly the same video that I had. Except he probably didn't get drunk for the next day.
Just better involve fighting.
Pyrrhic victory. I find it strange they take this. I mean, I don't have anything against these YouTubers. You know, some of them, you know, they just, you know, make up a living. You know, being popular is hard. It's not easy to be popular unless you're a girl. But these people, these popular men, hands up, they work to get there, to become popular. And they have definitely some say-so. But they're not good at the game. They're not good at the game. They're far from it. And they're the ones the sea is gonna listen to. That makes me sad.
Peace and war! Boys! Mark wants that. Boys!
We is better than them.
I smell fear!
Popular Elish win. Popular Elish. Elish is too much of a shit talker, and several people, some important people, have told me that I'm insulting CA too much to ever have any leverage or any say-so or whatever the word is. I have to leak some stuff. Unless, you know, I stop talking, insulting them, you know, I have no chance. No chance, this shit. When it comes to popularity and being good are two different things. And I'm not saying popular people are you know, they're bad. You know, getting popular, that's not easy. Unless you're a girl. Perfect genes, features, and, you know, all the shit. But getting popular as a man, that is hard. Those people have all my respect, no matter what category. Being man and popular, that's hard. Popularity and being good are two different things. But popular people get ahead in life more than people that, you know, make sense or are good at things. Even talented, you know.
Say my name! Say my name! Running!
Got the two reinforcements there.
Boys! Black is the new green! Dogs will!
Black Orcs will win. What the fuck is this one guy there? What the hell? Where the hell is the rest of his army?
Oh boy, bigger!
What?
I'm Grimgor! I'm the best!
There's something, you know, fun about playing Grimgor and bullying little gobos. Like going level 16 to Strangleton Valley. Or is it Vale? I always forget.
Ready for war!
Grimgor is an infantry guy, Kappa, with 2000 mass.
Yes!
You ever tried hair clipper stream? You never know. I don't know. I like I don't mind showing my face, but personally I don't like camera on the screen. I think the only person I really like camera on the screen was Dance Gaming, because that bald man makes me laugh. I don't like camera on the screen.
I'll sell him.
But I show you pictures, guys, on Discord. I have no shame. I'm a degenerate, red name.
Moving fast. Moving fast.
But you go with the bald man making us laugh. Marconos says I prefer non-camera stream with good commentary. Still looking for a stream with good commentary. Yeah, that's hard, Marconos. It's hard. Tell me if you find any.
Please, gobbies! Moving fast!
Dance Gaming is the reason why I created my Twitch account. And I started Twitch with the Diablo 3. But I stay for Dance Gaming.
This is it. Let's get him. Please want more.
You don't have Orc Shaman.
Shifting.
Gotta go pick up kids. Hopefully it makes you pop up with the wife. Oh man, getting pop up with the wife. Ooh, I don't know what works there. I don't know what works there, man. That seems like Mission Impossible. The only thing that I know for sure works with the wife, if you give her money. The only thing that makes her happy.
Clear off!
Where I tuck you.
They have a giant.
Slower.
We is better than them! Addicts!
Wah! Get jumpy. Now. Glorious war.
Shooting with the gobbles. The thing is, you have limited money, and when the wife gets the larger chunk of the limited money, you're good. You're good. You're just good.
Slaughter.
It cannot fail.
Ready your best. Time to
Wah!
The problem is if you get too much money. That is the problem. Arcono just got home from PES. Any good for the page notes? Well, I'm drunk. How about that? It's that good. I wait for the campaign moon range, Scotty. After that, I'm going for the orc scrap upgrades. I remember Jahan, yeah. He became a university professor. Well, good for him. Good for him. Fuck. The one thing I remember most about Ninja Hunt is him calling his Glade Lord a dumb bitch on a Wood Elf stream. In multiplayer match. But you gotta forgive him, he played multiplayer.
Smash the gates! Boys!
How the fuck are the orcs in the back? Like, what the fuck am I doing in this battle? Fucking 7 minutes, black orcs have 0 kills, like what the fuck?
Please made! I'm the best! Boys! I understand! Say my name! Say my name!
Why the fuck are the black orcs AFK? Why is my beer all over the table?
Stab her! Let's get stabby! Stab him! Fight for more!
I'm here. You know when you suck your beer bottle to suck out the beer out of the bottle and you create all this foam out of the bottle? Well, it spilled over my table, my keyboard, my mouse pad, fuck. Don't suck your beer bottle, guys. So, you guys say that Ninja Hunt is a college professor now? Well, good for him. I'm happy for him. Hopefully, college professors are getting paid in Denmark. Because I don't think they're getting paid in Croatia. Being in education sucks. Bunch of ungrateful ingrates and you get paid shit. Nobody died? Oh, look at the Black Horse got 64 kills. I'm gonna get some presentation here. Why do they have a giant? So we beat their lord and we're gonna confederate. Do we wanna go confederate? I'm gonna go confederate. I'm just gonna... No, I'm gonna go for... Power Bell.
Despair involve fighting.
Can someone turn on subtitles? What do you mean? This is English stream.
Waste one more.
Grimgor lost half health because of the bell. I spilled beer on the table. Okay, let me hear how that sounded. So we beat their lord and we're gonna confederate. Do we wanna go confederate? I'm gonna go confederate. I'm gonna. Okay. I see what you. I see what's the problem here. I see what's the problem here. So we beat their lord and we're gonna confederate. Do we wanna go confederate? I see what's the problem here. That's what happens when you drink too much in a short time. That's fine. That's fine. Good thing I played 20,000 battles and I can just click these units properly and still do good. That's why repetition is good for you guys. Repetition is good.
The war is here. Shifting. Just better than good.
Except you forget the black orcs. Well, yeah, some shit happens. Can you repeat what you just said? I didn't catch it. Repetition is good.
Chopper's ready. Boys, fuck off. Whatever you say. Let's get some.
Get out to ready! Please, fellows!
Fuck off. Boys. Chopper's ready. Let's have it.
Ready! Moving fast!
I'm the best.
There is no skill or knowledge without repetition.
It's me.
Stab him! Stab him!
Shifting. Where's the scrap? Moving fast.
Stick him!
It's black orcs.
How's the enemy? Boys. Run, boys. Sigmar 9. Sigmar 9. Moving fast. Run, boys. This needs blood.
You know what I don't get in these fantasy video games, stories, books, movies? Whatever. Why they name their weapons?
Attack the kids.
Git Sneak, something, Galmraz, and shit like that, you know? Is this because of just the reader stuff? So the reader can say, you know, it's Git Sneak and not Grimgor's weapon, because, you know, Grimgor's weapon is like more than an object. It's something like, I don't know, with a... It's a sentient thing. It's always happens in what are we talking about? Fantasy games, and in fantasy games, they name their shit. It reminds me of Baldur's Gate and that sewer place when you pick up that sword that talks. But here they don't talk. It's just characters naming their weapons Because, I don't know, they connecting with them? Or they're trying to connect with the viewer or the reader? And it's the same shit to me. Hey, Bress. It's like in the Lord... Lord of the Rings and Elrond names that the Reforged Blade, you know what he names it, some things like, I don't know what he named it, something, and it's like by naming it, it gives him some kind of power. And that's how the Gitsnik, you know, Gitsnik makes Gitsnik, you know, just like a piece of metal, and has that powerful ability. You know what I'm talking about? Does it make sense to you guys? Like Grimgor named his weapon, and then all of a sudden it's powerful. Aragorn make his weapon, and all of a sudden it's powerful as well. It makes that... you know those ghost armies? They make the ghost army obey? Because, you know, if without a weapon, he couldn't make the ghost army obey. Narsil was the weapon before it got broken, but it was reforged and it was renamed to something else, and it was used to get those ghost guys to help in the battle. I think it was called Anduril or something. It's like, by naming the weapon, they give it some sort of power. Does this make every fantasy game that names their weapons... It's like having the Greenskin VA mentality? Like they believe it's powerful, and it's also powerful, and it's not just a weapon, and the skill and the experience of the user what makes the weapon powerful, but the weapon itself becomes powerful without the experience and the skill of the user of the weapon. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So who makes the weapon powerful? Is the wielder or the weapon that makes the wielder powerful? And I don't know. Both? Is it both? So, I have never read the Lord of the Rings books. I have never read the Lord of the Rings books. And when the Elrond had the Elven Smiths reforge the weapon from the shards of Narsil into that new weapon that summoned the ghost army to defeat the orcs at Minas Tirith, did he make the weapon powerful because it was the shards of Narsil that made him powerful? Or because the Aragorn was the heir to the throne and they had to obey? What made the weapon powerful? What's in the books? I guess the books has more detail than the movies. It was both. So the elves made a powerful weapon, and he was the heir to the throne. So he had both conditions. It's because Aragorn was heir and the sword was the proof. I guess that makes sense. So so if you compare it to Gitsnik and Grimgor, so who makes Grimgor powerful? Is Grimgor wielding Gitsnik, or Gitsnik in the hands of Grimgor? How is it in the Warhammer universe? Or in the Warhammer universe, it doesn't matter, it's just they need a weapon. Who made Gitsnik? And why does it make Grimgor powerful? Because in the lore, Sigmar was a peak male specimen, and he was the heir. And the dwarf king gave him the warhammer, the Galmaraz, and the Galmaraz literally, if it delivered a hit, it killed. So, was Sigmar powerful because of Galmaraz, or was Sigmar powerful because he was Sigmar? Was the Sigmar the plot, or was the Galmaraz that made him powerful? You see what I'm confused with here, guys? Here was the problem. Is it because he was Sigmar, or because he got the Galmaraz from the dwarves, from the lost technology that crafted the Galmaraz, the warhammer, because they saved the king from the orcs or the goblins? What made Sigmar Sigmar? Was the Galmaraz, or was it just the plot? It's hard to say with these things, you know. When I think about these things, when the plot is the plot and the items are the items and the character is the character, I think the plot kind of ruins things. Like, you know, when people talk about plot armor, it's fucked up. But what if the Sigmar wasn't Sigmar unless he got the Galmaraz for the High King, from the High King at the time? And when he gets the Galmaraz, he becomes a Sigmar that he's supposed to be. So was it the plot, or was it Sigmar, or was it Galmaraz? That's what's fucked up. Because every time in the lore, the Sigmar delivered the blow with Galmaraz, it was a kill. Unless the Galmaraz, a dwarven artifact of long forgotten craft, impossible to replicate, hit dwarven armor, which was resistant to magic. So if Sigmar used the Galmaraz against a dwarven armor, it would not be effective. Because Sigmar had to duel the king of some human clan at the time. I think it was a Middenheim or something. And the guy was wearing a dwarven armor, and the Galmaraz was ineffective. So the Galmaraz couldn't do anything to the dwarven armor. So if Galmaraz was used against dwarven armor, it was ineffective. But if Galmaraz hit anything that wasn't dwarf made, it would kill it, instant kill it. So Sigmar might have been a peak male specimen, but he still was nothing without the Galmaraz. Sigmar is a guy. No. This is before. We're not talking about France here. We're talking about Sigmar 2,500 years ago, while he was Sigmar Unberogen. Before he became the Emperor of the Empire. We're not talking about the Empire here. We're talking about early days clans of men before they united in the Empire. Sigmar just being a man. Peak male specimen using a dwarf artifact of immense power. So dwarves made Sigmar great. Dwarves gave Sigmar Galmaraz, an item they couldn't replicate that made him powerful. They gave him artillery over time, and they gave him runefangs to make the rulers of the empire strong. But Galmaraz, older than dwarves, no, the Galmaraz was made by the dwarves. They just lost the knowledge how to replicate it. Galmaraz is a hammer that when it strikes, it kills. Unless it hits dwarven armor. Then it gets repelled. If I'm not mistaken, if Galmaraz hits anything, it kills. But if it hits dwarven made armor, it will get repelled, because it doesn't want to fight dwarves. It's a dwarven item. That's how it works. It was so powerful that nothing could resist the blow from it. So unless it hits the dwarven made armor, it would always guarantee a kill. When it happened with the with Galmaraz's dwarven armor, so basically Sigmar tried to unite the Empire to fight the Greenskins. He tried to unite the clans of men to create the Empire. That was before the Empire time. And a couple of these guys didn't want to join the Empire. It were like just clans of men, like, you know, savages, you know, with their own kingdoms, warlords, whatever. And he had to fight their leader. He had to fight their leader, and their leader had the armor that was made by the dwarves. And when Galmaraz hit that armor, it didn't do anything. Yeah, I know why he get Galmaraz. I know why he got Galmaraz, but the Galmaraz doesn't do anything if it fights dwarven-made items. But it doesn't work in the game. Because Empire and dwarves, before even the Empire existed, they had to work together. Because they would all both be dead if they didn't work together. So Sigmar was in a duel against one of the warlords or kings of the pre-Empire days, and the guy had the dwarf armor, and he hit him with the dwarf armor and he couldn't do nothing. And how he defeated him, he entered the flame. I think it was Middenheim. It was a different legion at the time. And he entered the flame, and the flame was supposed to kill him, but the flame has empowered him to be even stronger. And I think that flame was the Ulrich's flame. That's in the books. The lore of Sigmar. So he couldn't use the Galmaraz to win, and he was winning everything in Galmaraz, so he get Ulrich on his side as well. No, Manuel, that's not correct. That's not correct, Manuel. He actually saved the High King before the Battle of the Blackfire Pass. Blackfire Pass happened after. Fireplace happened after. He saved the Dwarf King before that battle. And I know this because it was one of the only books I read in my life. You know when you have those in school, when English professor or Croatian professor or German professor ask you to read a book and they make a book report? Well, I never read a book in my life. I always read like 80% of it. But for the first time in my life, I focused my will, my body, my everything to read a book. I have this problem with OCD and focus when it comes to books. There is no video, there is no audio, and my mind is fucked. And I focused hard, and I managed to read the first two books of the Sigmar, Legend of Sigmar. I did it. Before that, I only read the books about 70 or 80% just to finish the grade. But I read the book that's Legend of Sigmar, the 2 out of 3 books, and the third books I heard on the audiobook. Audiobooks is the way to go, because I can't focus on the books. I just can't focus on the books. My brain is fucked up. I start reading, first page goes fine, second page goes fine, third page goes fine, fourth page I lose focus, fifth page I'm like, I need to reread the fourth page, fuck, I'm back on the fifth page, I'm going back to fourth page, I need to remember the fourth page. I have this fucked up thing in my brain. When I read something, I need to remember it. You know, when you read something to learn something. When, let's say, you read this text here, right? And when I was in school, I couldn't just read this. I couldn't read this and remember it. I would need to read this 3 to 5 times and to remember it, to get in my brain. And for the next few weeks, I would know every single word in this text. Every single word in this text. That was the only way I could learn. So I would need to learn every word here. And I would need to read it 3 to 5 times, 3 to 6 times to learn it. And that was with really every subject. That's why I sucked in the school until I started learning everything, by heart. It was very time consuming, but it's the only thing that worked. And that is the big problem with books with me. I could be fine with the first few pages, but after a few pages, I just lost it. I would read a page, but I would instantly forget about it. I would have to read it again, reread it, and read it again, and I would not let it go until I know the page by heart. Just fucked up. It's a flaw, I know. It's definitely some kind of issue.
Ready for murdering. Whoa.
That's why I literally avoid reading unless it's very short. And you guys might have noticed in the streams, like Gal, you have been here for years, right? Sometimes I look at a skill and I reread it. Because I have to reread it a couple of times to remember it. It's like, this is how it is. It's like it doesn't go first, but I know what this thing does, but the flavor text, it's different. You're looking for the hangover. There's not gonna be hangover. I just only had a couple of drinks. There's no hangover. I only had 4 shots. That's nothing. I need to have at least 8 to 9 shots to get really bad for the next day. 4 shots is nothing. I have not drank 3 weeks, but this is nothing. This is nothing. I had 4 shots and 3 beers. You sound smashed because I haven't drank in 3 weeks. I had 4 shots in like 50 minutes. This is nothing. This is nothing. I'll be fine in a couple hours. This guy has a 60 base melee defense as a top, so we go with attack first. We're talking about the Elok here. This is Illich's cousin. This is Elok. Why does it have to be an Elok, guys? Why does it have to be a Elok? Why can't just there be Illich TV and Illich? We don't need Elok around here. I remember a release of Malus. I was jaded. I was annoyed. I was hateful. I was not right. And people would be sending me messages and I would just get so pissed. That was December 2019, I think. Before Corona struck. I regret those days. I regret those days.
This magic is real.
I wish that I sometimes wish we could just pretend everything is Gucci, accept that sponsor money, build a Ellich mansion, and be happy. But it doesn't work. I'm just a flawed human being. I just can't accept that shit. I have to be the one that's against the system, right?
Me.
They don't want you to complain. They don't want you to be unhappy. They want you to be happy and hyping the product. And then you get money. And everything is good. Everybody's happy. We can sing Kumbaya. They don't want you to be unhappy. Because if anybody popular or with any viewer base is unhappy, it's bad. It creates a strife. It creates imbalance. Everybody has to be happy. Everybody has to hype their product. That's how you make money. That's everybody make money. Everybody wins.
I'm special. Yeah, on it.
Let's get some.
Go to sleep drunkard. I'm not drunk, street wizard. I'm like 70% drunk. You go to sleep, shit wizard. When the hell did we get sort of one heroes? I'm completely sober here. Street wizard? I didn't say street wizard. Did I say street wizard? You know, guys, if I was a yes man, I would be making an extra 1,000 euro a year. It's a creation salary for doing 6 hours of work. But fuck them and fuck 1,000 euros from those people. Sleep wizard? I'm pretty sure I said shit wizard.
This better involve fighting.
Okay. Let me... Deep breaths. Okay, we need to... Hold on. This is shit wizard brings the worst shit out of me. I need to type 3 times in YouTube to get YouTube to show me YouTube so I can search YouTube.
Close your eyes, and we'll take a few moments to calm your mind and body. Soften your face, your neck, and shoulders. Do your best to fully let go. And turn your attention to the breath. The calming breath. The soothing breath. Take long, slow breath. Full and deep. Breathing in. I am calm.
I'm calm. There's
Breathing
no shit
out.
wizard here.
I'm at peace.
Why does the shit wizard have to be called shit wizard? Shit wizard, I don't like your name. Why can't you go be called Bob? You need to rename your username to Bob. Shit wizard upsets me. Cause I know the shit wizard guy is a jaded fuck, and every time he appears, it's gonna be something bad with vampire counts, or the Tomb Kings, or the vampire counts. It's all right. Five recruitment slots. What the hell? Ah, we have the whole province.
Let's go.
I think, guys, shit wizard is the might have been the worst and the best thing that happened to this channel. It's just like real life. It's fucked up. You can't have the good without the bad. It's fucked up. Do you have anything to build here? And this is all fine. I'm not sure, like, you have tier 1 option, you get Ardboyz, and then on tier 2 there is nothing. You don't want to get these guys, you don't want to get these guys, you don't want to get these guys, you don't want to get this guy, and this is like what the fuck is this? Who cares about this guy? Like, there's nothing on tier 2. Why is there nothing on tier 2? Why do the Greenskins have nothing on tier 2?
What you want?
These guys have still one settlement. You know, Alex, there was a guy, might have been last year. What year is that? 2022? No, it was definitely 2021. Might have been early 2022. But there was a guy defending Wolf Riders. There was a guy defending Wolf Riders, and I don't know how anyone can defend 80 entity unit with 4740 health. Like, what the hell is this thing here? It's like 47 for the health, 47 for the health. When you divide it by 80, they get 59 25 health. This shit ain't right. Who the fuck can defend an entity that has 59 health and no armor? They literally just die. And what's worse, they got 44 leadership. You entered battle, they got 41. It's like, this is like a prime example of a multiplayer unit. It works in multiplayer, but barely. Barely. Barely works, and because it barely works, we got a dog shit unit.
Gorg's fist.
having a very fast unit on the battlefield can always be an advantage. But why have a very fast unit battlefield when you can have a longer, wider, stronger battle line? Who cares what happens when the battle is over? You don't need to chase them.
What? That works. Now! It comes.
Wolf riders don't crumble with, in my opinion, with my experience.
Yeah, the tribe's ready.
Wolf riders are worse than direwolves. This thing has 4700 health. 4700 health. And the direwolves have over 6,000. So the direwolves are just better. Even with lower armor and leadership. Direwolves hide in the woods and they wait. Battle engages. Direwolves attack the range and the artillery. It's the only way they work. Because this unit should have 35 or 40 leadership, not 30. They lose. Shit wizard. They only lose against dwarf artillery. Dwarf artillery. Only dwarf artillery. Only against dwarf artillery. They will win against the other guys. Okay, my bad. They will lose to Empire archers and Empire crossbowmen if they have 15 armor technology, or if it's Golden Order faction. Only then. But if they're not dealing with those, they win. Easy win. But the best use is if they just wait in the woods, enemy starts fleeing, you send them against that unit that flees, that unit that flees, the unit that flees, you win the fight. You send against that unit, you get 5 units that are fleeing. And you get a good chaser unit, but it's useless otherwise. But it's still a good chaser unit. Better than Wolf Riders. This is technically going to be a long campaign. It's only turn 4, man. We just started, man. Just like we won't play for 3 hours. Like 4 turns, this might be some kind of record.
Anything you say.
Just better involve fighting.
So we kind of want this place to be 3 buildings, and we want this place to be good, so we can get big fort in time. So we want to get 3 growth buildings. We only recruit enough Ardboyz so we can get over this. We get the industry and territory maker.
Ready.
Who should we tap?
Go faster, and now we can get another tech. Replenishment is the way to go. But this is nice as well. I think still the priority is the replenishment here. Man, the Greenskin tech is so good. I mean, look at this. 10% more campaign moon range, less 25% less attrition, 5% more best blood, 10% replenishment. I still think Greenskin tech should have a. You see this 1, 5, 2, 3, 5, 6 techs. If you need another 6 techs here, so a little bit longer if you have a long campaign, another 6 techs here. So it goes well with its other 6 techs.
Nasty magic's ready.
So if this guy makes the fight, we can take Grimgor somewhere else. Each victory should unlock a new tech tree for early and late game. Well, that's something, Ragebringer. That's a good thing. So Ragebringer, that's a good thing. Like, just imagine you defeat like Warriors of Chaos, or you achieve a short campaign victory, and you unlock other more technologies. That would be cool. Because technology is not really technology alone. It also could be things depending how the campaign goes, right? So if you like doing a specific type of campaign instead of another type of campaign, some technology should be available and some not. Michael Sauer, this campaign was a sellout, and their bro has broke the bank, and he made this campaign happen. Guys, you know those cool stuff you could get? Like, let's say there's a technology down here that says this technology is locked, or this technology doesn't get unlocked unless you have lost all your settlements. And then this technology would say something like, I don't know, 10% ward save for all units, shorter build up on the VAR. So if you lose all your settlements, you can unlock this. The next technology here could say, if you have no armies present, you can unlock this technology as well. Capture 40 settlements, you unlock this technology. You know, the cool fun stuff with the long campaigns, you know. The CEA. Oh my god, man. I was muted. So, what I was saying? I'm drunk and I forgot what I was saying. So, okay, I remembered. Okay, everybody relax. We back. Let's say there is a technology here, and technology here, and another technology here. And the requirement for this technology here says, if you lost all your settlements, you have no settlements owned, 0. You have a requirement to get this technology. This technology could be a variety of things. It could be 100 things, but let's go with something boring, like 10% more ward save and 10 melee defense for your armies. until you capture a couple settlements. There is a technology here that says you can only research this technology if you have no armies or military for 3 turns or 5 turns. And it could be a variety of things like lower the duration of the VA, lower the criteria for the next VA meter, increase the chance of getting VA monsters and stuff like that. The CA has always been wondering how to make the campaign challenging for longer. And they are stuck in this mentality. Let's make early game longer, because the early game is the hardest. Why not go for the game design which supports fun? Because I don't think I'm the only one here. Long campaigns are fun if you have something to unlock to, right? If you have some bizarre shit like Ardboyz on steroids, or the pigs that just scale with expansion, get stronger and stronger and stronger, I think this shit is fun. It's fun for me. I'm not sure it's fun for you guys. But that's how you make the game interesting for the longer time. Challenge only exists until you stabilize. Once you stabilize, you restart for most people. But what if the long game in Total War was about fun perversions? Because it's next to impossible to create a challenge. The CA right now thinks the challenge is Skaven spawning 10 armies each, when the player can shit on those 10 armies with just 2 armies with lightning strike. And if they have 4 armies, which they should by then, even without lightning strike, they shit on them too. So what if the long game was about making fun things like overpowered Ardboyz, overpowered pigs, and similar counterparts with other factions? I think that's the way to go, because it's clear not only CA but every single strategy developer fails at endgame in strategy games to be challenging, especially if the player is knowledgeable and skilled, and any idiot can be knowledgeable and skilled given enough time and repetition.
Ready for murdering. Whoa! I'm the one true kid. Ha!
Agreed. Oh, yeah.
I feel like we've been on this turn for the last hour. Ogrlam, why so toxic, man? Guys, Ogrlam has been nothing but toxic in this channel today. I don't like it. Guys, I've not been drinking for 3 weeks, you know, so alcohol affects you differently when you don't been drinking for 3 weeks. Ogrlam says I'm a hater. Okay, I understand. I understand. You're yeah, you're excuse.
Just do it!
Little damage, it was damage because it was a blood splatter. You can see they lost about 5% health. I moved too much.
Boys, finish me.
The nuts are ready!
What do you guys think? The goblins love being used as the ammo for the goblin diver? Or they hate it? If you were a goblin, would you give up your life instead of watching Twitch and Ambrand all day to be used as a ammo for Doom Diver? Or would you say hell no? I ain't a gobo. Come on, Glebones, you're a gobo. You're a fucking peasants like all of us here. You okay, Elich? I'm good. I'm like 75% good. Why you ask, Big Rick? Imagine your life was expendable to the point where you would be used as a Doom Diver.
Boys, ready.
It's funny how we people think that our lives matter when there is over 7 billion people on this planet, and we think that we are important, that we matter, and the gobos are nobodies. We are more nobodies than these fucking gobos, because there are definitely not 7 billion gobos in the Warhammer universe.
Boys, Joel says yes.
8 billion? Okay, 8 billion.
Them ready!
Where's my ball? Ready to kill.
Moving fast! Ah!
Moving fast. Choppers ready.
You guys think in a Warhammer universe there is a 8 billion gobos? Does anybody know this? Is there 8 billion gobos in a Warhammer universe? This is a I win button. There is also 86. Well, we're talking about just a single world here, Apollo. The distance between these worlds is so far that doesn't make sense to say. There's no point to comparing how many of them there are. Of course, the universe is like massive. We're talking about fictional universes here and our Earth here.
Run, boys.
You think that individual matters when there's 8 billion people in the world? In the grand scheme of things, I don't think individual matters at all.
We're the green tide.
Unless that individual has a massive bank account. Like Elon Musk, for example.
Moving fast.
So if you're not Elon Musk, you're fucking nobody.
Which one more?
Let's rock!
And you don't matter.
Stab
Choppers out.
And I'm talking about you guys. Like, it's me too. I don't fucking matter. You think I'm somebody?
my God.
I got 307 viewers here. There's like a dead channel here.
Time for
Fucking nobody. I'm fucking nobody. You fucking nobody. We're all fucking nobodies here.
Here we go.
Hey, product, thank you.
Boys,
Gonna kill her!
blood and slaughter.
Elon Musk is a couple weeks going bankrupt. There's no fucking way Elon Musk goes bankrupt ever. No way. There is no way he's invested all his money in one thing. At least 3 things.
Ardboyz!
Nobody with that amount of money is that stupid to invest only in one thing. What if C goes bankrupt? Well, I hope they do. They can go play another game. The CA might go bankrupt, but Sega is too smart. Sega are Japanese. They are smart people. English are stupid. CA is English. So Sega, by default, is making the English smart, even if they are stupid. So they can't go bankrupt. What game will you play then? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Should I, if this shit goes to shit, if the Total War goes to shit, should I become ASMR streamer, OnlyFans content creator, or try to look for other games? What do you guys think? How the fuck did this guy survive? I didn't even try this battle. Get a real... You know, Shit Wizard. Shit Wizard says get a real job instead. Okay, Shit Wizard, I'll be real fucking real with you right now. If I get a real job, I get paid, best case scenario, 1,200 euro amount. I'm come here every day, talk shit, don't give a shit, I make more. Don't even try. I make more than this country. Even if they tax the shit out of me, I make more money here. I accept 2 sponsors a month. I make 2 times average creation salary. Just 2 sponsors a month. Why the fuck would I get a real job instead? This country is shit. They don't pay people here. Everybody works for the Americans, for the Germans, and outside. Americans tax me 30%. I still shit all over the creations.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit.
Nasty magic's ready.
Thank you for subscribing, whoever you are. I don't see right now. Hey Gerard. I'm gonna go down the field here. Play a real Total War then. Shit Wizard, you fucking pussy. Why not you request a medieval Total War? Huh? You got like, I don't know, 11 man mounts. Hold on, let me just... What the fuck is the command here? Request... Stoke... mean... I got it. Look at this fucker shit wizard, 11 request tokens, and he tells me to play a real Total War. He has enough man demands to even bring back to this stream, and he tells me to play a real Total War. The fuck with 11 man demands he make me play Empire Total War. and he tell me to play a real troll war. There's a reason these request tokens exist, shit wizard. This Greenskins campaign skills give me brain damage.
This better lead to war.
You know, shit wizard, you have what is that thing called? Google define leverage, not levenger, leverage, not leverage, leverage. Okay, we will go slow. Leverage. Okay, leverage. Okay, you got leverage, shit wizard. You got leverage. You can literally make any game possible in this stream with your request tokens. So, who is to blame that we're not playing these games? Is it me, the broadcaster, or is it you? That you just talking shit? There's a reason we got this loyalty program. You know, guys, when I imagined shit wizard, I was a dungeon master for a short time when I was like 13 or 14 with some people. I was doing Dungeons and Dragons, and there was this guy, elf, half elf ranger. He would have this real elvish name. He would roleplay the shit out of the game. There was this other guy, dwarf cleric, tower shield, dwarf name, heck, the whole dwarf package. Then we had another guy, like a barbarian orc, orcish name, everything. And then there is this fourth guy. He doesn't give a shit, but he joined this group because there was free Coca-Cola, free Pringles, and place to mess around, and he was playing a human wizard called Shit Wizard with no role-playing skills whatsoever. And that's how I imagine Shit Wizard, guys. He was that guy, just there for the free Pringles and Coca-Cola. Everybody with their fancy, loreful names, role-playing the shit out of this game, and this guy named his character Shit Wizard. That's him. And there was always this one guy. Like, group was 5 people. There's a dungeon master, 4 players, and one guy always has to fuck up the immersion for everybody else. The boys here, we don't care about cavalry. The gobos don't go to get the boys. Charios, the skills gives you brain damage. Shit Wizard says, I cringe when people get too into the RP. So, Shit Wizard, okay, let me ask you a serious question. When you watch Alien the movie, is the Shit Wizard watching that movie with zero immersion, Or are you inside that movie hoping the alien will kill you last? Or there is a small chance you will escape? What is your answer? Now, I'm not asking if you're Ripley. I'm asking if you're a guy in that movie hoping you're gonna get killed last. Or if you're just there, just watching the movie, and you, I don't know, whatever it's your, you just feel like it's a movie. Are you immersed in the movie and hope you get killed last, or you survive? What is your immersion, Shield Wizard? I know Shield Wizard. I know Shield Wizard, he plays MMOs. I know he played some Witcher games. I know he's get really uncomfortable with... I used to have this avatar on Steam. Maybe Shield Wizard has changed his... Hold on. Like, this is currently my avatar, but before I got to Sigvald... with no pants, I mean no underwear, Shield Wizard had this avatar here. Hold on, let me find it here. He changed his avatar to one of those, looks like one of those French ships. But he used to have that avatar of that guy from what's he called? That knight from Witcher universe. What is that called? In the show when he had to take a dump and he got killed. Ike of the Nail. Was it Ike of the Nail? And I like to think, Shield Wizard just is a Shield Wizard because he finds it cringe to get a real nick. So I like to think that Shield Wizard still plays these RPG games for immersion because, the gameplay in this game is questionable. But, when you're in this game with all these sexy ladies like in Witcher 3, can't help but be a little bit immersed, because what if I finally get laid? What if I'm Geralt? Because that's why this game is a bestseller. It can't all just be Shield Wizard. Hey, home run. I know if you never got laid, it's like it's one of those things that just runs in your mind. What happens? How do I do it? What happens? What happens after? Do I have to pay for it? Stuff like this. It's all the important questions. That's why the Witcher 3 has so many players. Where do I put it? What if? This sounds like a question that keeps Elich up at night. You know what keeps me up at night? I get fucking bottled up. I get bottled up and I'm about to blow. I'm gonna explode all over the place. Gotcha, please. Because I'm ready. I'm ready to release a jibber jabber. I'm like, start thinking about it, and it's like 2 hours later, and I'm still in my bed thinking about it. What is the best unit for this faction? What is the worst unit for this faction? What is the best unit for this faction if there wasn't the first best unit of faction? What can be done by technologies? What does CA fuck up here? What they fuck up there? And I go to bed 3 in the morning and it's 7 fucking AM and I'm still not asleep. CA is the devil. You know when you go to bed all excited, worked up, with like a million notes to write down, but you're in the bed and you just think about it and you can't fall asleep? That's me half the time. Unless I go to bed by 9 PM, that's me, fucked up. And I need my sleep. Because if you don't get sleep, you don't get to regenerate your DNA and you're gonna die before you're 60. I don't know what technology to get to what skill I get here. Oki says, my dad says when you'll plenty of time to sleep when you're dead. Okay, I heard this many times. My father died from alcoholism. He slept about 6 to 7 hours a night, close to 6. He died when he was 57. I don't recommend it. You need 8 hours of sleep, man. Unless you're a giraffe that needs to sleep 2 hours a night, you need close to 8 hours of sleep. When you sleep, all important stuff happens in your body. Without sleep, you're fucked. If you're exercising, you need sleep even more than otherwise. Under 6 hours of sleep, you're fucked. When I sleep, I dream of cat girls. Man, I wish when I sleep, I dream of cat girls. Most of the time, dear bro, I go to sleep, I wanna dream of Scarlett Johansson or the cat girls, but I end up having just blank, dark nothing. Dark nothing. It's just all dark, and then I wake up. And then I wish I had 2 more hours in bed. Shiru says, do you think you'll have a good night's sleep tonight? There is no, you know, I will fall asleep easy because I'm drunk. But when you're drunk, your sleep sucks. If I'm lucky, I'll get 5 hours of sleep. Do you wake up by alarm? I really hate myself when I sleep more than 8 hours. In the recent years, I came to realization that the best time to wake up is after about 8 hours of sleep. And even if you feel like really sleepy when you wake up, when you still go back to sleep for another 2 hours, you still need to wake up. Because you lose 2 hours today, you lose 2 hours tomorrow, you lose 2 hours for the next 10 days, you lose 2 hours for the next month. You lose 2 hours of your life every day. Don't be lazy and sleep 2 more hours in your bed. 8 hours is more than enough. 8 hours is perfect. Because even if you're in the shit part of your sleep, when it takes you an hour to fall asleep, you'll still be over 7 hours in bed. You need at least 6 hours minimal of sleep when you fall asleep. I have trouble sleeping when I fall asleep after 3 in the morning. I sleep best when I go to bed before 10 PM. Shield Wizard says you should look into lucid dreaming so you can have jibber jabber streams in your sleep. The problem is I get so fucking worked up and excited I can't fall asleep. When I was teenager, like 13, 14, 15 years old, I had troubles with blood pressure. And the doctor said, she said to my mother that I'm addicted to Coca-Cola. I'm addicted. But the doctor didn't have all the facts. She didn't know I was playing World of Warcraft 16 hours a day. And Coca-Cola was just needed to maintain that, maintain that, what's the word? Maintain that schedule. So she thought the Coca-Cola was the issue. So I kept playing 16, 17 hours of World of Warcraft a day, and with the rest of the hours I went to school. I had nosebleed for most of the year, but it worked. I'm still alive. You had to push your body sometimes. There was a small chance I would be dead right now, but I'm alive. Nosebleeds for years, no sleep, but I'm still here. Body can be pushed pretty hardcore, but as you get older, there is a limit how much you can push it. Push it too hard, you die. I understand it was all addiction and obsession. I understand this. I understand it. But I was happy. Is it really wrong to be addicted and obsessed over things that makes you happy? In my book, I think that's fine. Scotty says, in high school, I play WoW from 6 p.m. to 4 a.m., go to school, go to lacrosse practice, but I was pretty described Adderall for ADHD, and I had things like lost 5 years of my life. Yeah, you probably did, Scotty. And if you get to live 70 years old, you should feel so lucky. But I think if you're addicted and obsessed over things, like, it keeps you busy. But it's not healthy, but it keeps you busy. I understand it right now. It was not a healthy thing, but I was happy. I was happy with it, but what it is, I was just too excited to go to bed, and it was my life for a time. I spent a decade of my life playing this multiplayer games. These days, I'm pretty much exercising 10 hours a week. I'm in shape right now. I'm in shape. My body has never been in this good condition. But I come back think of those days when I was literally in front of my computer 16 to 30 hours a day, 30 hours in straight, not a day, because there's only 24 hours a day, playing these games. But I was addicted, I was obsessed, it was not healthy, but I was happy. What I do for exercise, I walk fast. I do brisk walking. I walk 6 kilometers an hour. Most of them on the stairs or on hills. At least 1 hour every day. It works. In the last six months, I got in shape. I literally have endless stamina to walk. I can walk really fast. I can already run, and I'm still overweight. I lost 42 kilos. You gotta start somewhere, and 6 months later, massive progress. I can walk so fast these days. It's literally, I walk on the street. I walk normally, and people will look at me, and they can't believe how fast this guy is walking. I'm literally just zooming all over the place just by walking. How tall am I? 178 centimeters. Can you convert that to freedom units, please? 6 kilometers an hour is 4.5 miles, if I'm not mistaken. If you're wondering about... yeah. It took 6 months to get here, but yeah, you gotta start somewhere. If you're overweight, if you're tired, if you're depressed, if you think there is nothing better to do next day, you gotta start somewhere. And the next day, and the next day, and the next day, 3 months later, you're gonna feel fucking amazing. It just takes just small steps. Change doesn't happen overnight. It's slow, but it happens. Oh wow, that's good. I do 3 miles a week. Only 3 miles a week. Weekly on average, I walk 30 miles. 30 miles. But it's not important how much you walk. The speed at which you walk is important as well. The faster you walk, and I'm talking about running, I'm talking about walking, it matters. If you just increase your pace just a bit, it's a huge deal.
Oh
You just
my
walk a little bit
God.
faster,
Have you seen that
it's
shit?
huge deal.
Holy shit! What the hell?
And as you get used to it, you're gonna walk in faster. You're gonna sweat every time, but it's exercise. I lost 42 kilos this year. I know what I'm talking about. And I eat whatever I want, really. Low carb though. So restriction is not the way. You have to exercise still. Restriction is probably the worst thing to do. I started with over 40 BMI. 40 BMI. I'm now at 31. And I definitely feel like I'm in shape. I can rush 140 stairs in under 40 seconds. I'm still overweight, but it's slow. You know, I'm still losing weight. I'm losing an average over 2 kilograms a month. It's slow. If you lose too much weight in short time, and especially unhealthy way like surgery, you get to lose skin. So you gotta lose weight at the right pace, otherwise you get loose skin. Loose skin is the worst thing about being overweight for a long time. I lost 42 kilos and I have no loose skin. It's like, once you figure it out, it's easy to lose weight. You get that mentality. The worst thing is to lose skin. Because the skin has been stretched over the years when you're being too fat for too long. And if you don't lose it right, you're gonna have loose skin and it's gonna stay with you, or you're gonna have to have a surgery. That's the worst thing. But if you're young, and if you do it right, you'll have no loose skin. Being overweight is normal these days. Being overweight is normal days, but if you want to do something about it, you gotta do it gradually. You can't lose weight overnight because you haven't gained weight overnight. You gotta do it slow. Give yourself time. Like, you're going to need at least 10 months. 10 months to do it healthy. And the best way to do it is to start walking. And over time, you start walking faster. I have no fucking idea what we're doing in this campaign. You're trying to gain BMI, but it's not easy. Yeah. Well, Wolf, you might have those fucked up genes. Gene says no, you are not gonna gain weight. If your body is stubborn and set to a certain weight, it's going to be impossible for you to lose weight or gain weight. But if you are persistent for about 2 months, it will change. The default thing, it changes over time. It might not happen the first month, but it might happen after 2 months. Because there's time for me where my weight doesn't change for weeks, and then next month it starts dropping. Like I had a plan for this year to drop over 100 kilograms, and I did. And then next week I dropped 3 kilograms inside a week, which is unrealistic, impossible goal. But I did nothing. I did nothing to do it. I ate everything right. The body says no, I don't want those 3 kilograms, I'm gonna lose it. Like the milestones in weight, you know, sometimes they take a time, and sometimes you're gonna lose more than you expected. I had multiple times this year when my weight would just not move. I would actually gain weight, and a couple of weeks later, if I kept to the same regime, I would start losing weight again. And it was zero restriction, it was just keeping to the same thing. Everybody's different, and losing weight is very complex. Gaining weight could be easy, especially if you've been doing it for a long time. I understand for some skinny people gaining weight is difficult, but if you're overweight, it's easy to gain more weight.
Be wary though, for while the potential rewards are...
For some skinny people, gaining weight is hard, but for overweight people, gaining weight is easy. You just have to break out of it. I track my weight twice a day, and I'm consistent with things, and it's like it's the same shit. No restriction, and I still lose weight. The goal is just, you know, stick to it. Brisk walking as exercise, and low carb. Low carb is very important. You only need carbs if you're exercising intensely. If you're like bodybuilding, or if you're like doing sports, then you need carbs. If you're not doing those activities, you don't need carbs. Carbs are bad for you. I don't think carbs are bad in the grand scheme of things. Carbs are needed if you're doing a lot of exercise, a lot of physical stuff. But if you're not doing any physical activities, carbs are bad, because they make you gain weight. Unless you have those God genes. Yeah, my bad. Like, what do you do at this point? Like there's nothing to happen here. Don't tell him. Yeah, I was talking about things here. Shit wizard, I lost like 2 minutes of jibber jabber. So what was the last thing you guys heard? I was talking about carbs. How if you're doing physical activity or if you're exercising like a lot, you need carbs. But if you have no physical activity and you're not doing physical work, you don't need carbs. Carbs are bad for you. That's the last thing I said. AI hates typically and kills ogres. I don't see the gold tooth. Huh. Go north and kill chaos in the right climate. How drunk is Elich? I'm a little drunk, not much. I'm totally not gonna have a hangover tomorrow. But if I have a hangover, I blame dear bro. Settle down and start a family. Are you volunteering, Shit Wizard? You wanna start a family with me? I don't know, Shit Wizard, you know, I wouldn't mind going into marriage, but having kids, I don't know, having kids, that's like, I don't know. I don't think I want to have a little Elich running around. I don't want to have kids. I don't want to have kids, really. Just like, I don't want to have kids. But I wouldn't mind having somebody in my life like that. A little bit more, you know, if you have somebody in your life, whatever, you know, whoever, you know, if you have somebody in life, like a partner in your life, it's like having something to do. You're busy. But kids, I don't know. That's like that's complicated. And get them Immortal's armor, huh? Why not? Plague Division Cheer. My brother got married when he was 17 or 18. His wife, my sister-in-law, 6 years older than him. I have no idea how he pulled this off, but yes, they have a son. You know, I got a nephew. They argue sometimes, but it works. You know, they have different interests, but it works. You know, it's like, this is not America. You know, when people get married here, that's still usually for life. Not usually a divorce. But I think his sister-in-law is definitely more mature than him. But personally, you know, people need to procreate, but there's too many people in the world, you know, and I don't see the reason why to procreate. You just get a crippling debt. I don't have a desire to leave a legacy, to leave somebody on this world, you know. I'm me. I'm unique. When I die, I don't want anybody to replace me. I'm gone. Nobody's gonna replace me. You know what I mean? Why do you need somebody to replace you? What a man. Ardboyz says, what a man. The way I see it, he got drunk, she got drunk, she got pregnant, they had to get married. That's the way I see it. Your nephew will take over the channel. Shit wizard. I don't know about that. I don't know what you know, but this new generation is shit. Roblox, Minecraft, Doctor Who, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! Fuck them. Fuck them, man. Like, let the asteroid hit the Earth and kill us all if we had to rely on these people. I don't know, guys, you know, no matter how drunk I am, condom is like the first thing in my mind. Condoms saves lives. That's it. Yes, even right now. Gotta get the point of new fun. If you get to a situation where you're around the girls and you get drunk, I think that's the easy part to clue this. It's the easy part. It happens. It just happens. This shit happens. You gotta have condoms, because it'll happen eventually. You got a wallet, right? You put a condom in your wallet.
Fine.
We joke around about these things, you know, the internet, the virgins and the shit, you know, people never having sex with girls and whatnot. But these things happen naturally. These things will happen. No matter who you are, how ugly you are, how fat you are, eventually this shit will happen. You're not gonna live to your 40 years old and still be a virgin. That's just Hollywood movie. This shit will happen. Guaranteed. Gotta have condoms.
Who should we attack?
What you want?
Anything you say.
I don't know what to do here. I'm too drunk. This is a weird campaign. Like, what the fuck we do here? Like, it's strange when you're playing Greenskins, you don't have 5 enemies. What do we do here? Let's go to sleep.
Oh my god. Have you
Hey,
seen that
Yappy. Kill Colic.
shit?
Ready!
Where the hell is it called? In the north?
Speak that orc, but I will burn you from
I
the sky
guess
if
it
you
makes
act
sense.
up.
I guess it makes sense. Kill Colic.
Get some. Bring it.
The tribe's ready. On it. That works.
What is our climate here?
Absolutely not.
Why are you guys going pell-mell and just Colic? Colic got nerfed, you know that? He doesn't no longer have 25 or 15 or even 0 ward save. I guess has 0 these days. Doesn't have a ward save anymore.
Ghost fist.
We got a unit of black orcs, and who the fuck can kill black orcs on turn 6? Show me this person. Okay, we got Colin coming here. Black orcs, black white dwarf could. Not on this early rank. Nobody can kill black orcs in this early game. Black orcs have such a high damage they kill anybody on this early game. Black orcs 45 defense. We currently have in camp stands 5 defense, 5 leadership. I know they got a hell cannon. Maybe they can win. Who knows?
Right, Shaman! Dog Snob King! Alright!
Jade Master Sond. Oh, we put there's one extra D there.
The more calls.
When you play with ogres, you always want to charge. If the ogres don't charge, they have a handicap.
Take it all.
So need a distance, accelerate to charge, and make sure they charge. If the ogres don't charge, they're fucked.
The spells of death!
What do you guys think? Do ogres like kebab or burek more? What is that? Do we have a kebab picture here? I actually had 2 kebabs this week. There's no command here. Well, art command. Okay, I gotta go slower here. If I go slower, I'm good. Key. There's a picture. Somebody told me kebab in Croatia $6. Kebab in Germany $3. How is that possible? Is anybody here from Germany? Can you confirm that in Germany kebab only costs $3? 3 euros? I clicked the wrong thing. So this is kebab, guys. The kebab I'm eating usually. And I started the wrong game. And now it depends how much is in Austria. €2.50 to €6. So I started Magic the Gathering somehow. I don't know, I'm drunk. So this is burek. Burek costs €2. This slice of burek here, €2. That's over 700 calories. That's one meal. One proper meal, lots of carbs though. Pretty good. €2. 2 fucking euros. I think that's still cheap. This thing here, a tortilla kebab, cost €6. So basically, they put sauce on the tortilla. They just, you know, make it go all over the place. Then they put lettuce, tomatoes, and the other stuff. And then on top of that, they put meat, and then they just close it like a burrito. So this is 2 euros, and this is 6 euros. Now that I think about it, why the fuck do I buy kebab for a 6 euros when I can buy a burek for 2 euros? If you guys in Croatia, don't buy kebab for 6 euros, buy burek for 2 euros. I think ogres would prefer kebab more than they would prefer burek.
Got a plan?
How much is a Big Mac? $4. 4. I bought 2 Big Macs today. One with extra sauce, one regular, $4 and $4.5. Those dragon ogres gonna murder us.
Here comes the spells!
They're anti-large.
Right, Shaman! Leave it!
On the bus! Ready to kill! Running!
These guys did good. I was in Berlin last year, kebabs were 10 euros. 10 euro for a kebab, like what the fuck?
Where's the scrap? Shifting! Battle!
Gonna kill him!
Low cholesterol. Well, UP side, you're out of behind times. Cholesterol is not a problem. Cholesterol is the good guy. When cholesterol shows up, it's to follow the bad stuff. Cholesterol is not a bad thing in food. Has been debunked like a few years ago. But canned tuna, chicken breast, that's good stuff, yeah. Not the perfect stuff, but it's the good stuff.
Biggest brewery store!
Cholesterol thing, that's outdated.
I'm the meanest!
Canned tuna is canned food? Yeah, I agree with that. All canned food is cat food. I do eat canned mackerel. It's better than tuna.
Boys, this is up. Ardboyz. Smash the bits. It's up.
Pollock is pretty tough here. It's called cat food chili wizard because it's a can.
Boys, the war is here. Check out me weapons. Run, boys.
The thing is, the body produces cholesterol because the cholesterol is needed for life. So cholesterol is usually present when the bad things are happening, so cholesterol gets blamed for things. But cholesterol is not the thing, that bad thing. It's your thing that causes the cholesterol to rise.
Black is the new green. Running. We have a green time. Moving fast.
There is a fire, and there's burning, and cholesterol come here to put out the fire, like the firemen. And they are present at the scene of the crime, but they're not the ones to blame. But they are present there. Doesn't mean it's bad. Are you gonna blame firemen for the fire? So cholesterol is not a bad thing. You need cholesterol for life.
Gobbo's rune!
This ain't proper fighting. I'm gonna stop him. Boys, whatever you say.
I did all this health research this year, and cholesterol is the least problematic thing.
Oh, watch out, buddy.
The lads are ready!
I've been eating so much cholesterol this year, and I've been getting healthier more than ever.
Running!
Let's do this.
Grimgor murders Grimgor on low rank. Grimgor, did I say Grimgor murders Grimgor? Grimgor murders Colic on low rank.
I'll show him. It's your time. Time for slaughtering.
Are you taking cholesterol supplements? No, I don't take any supplements.
He is begging him!
I don't take any supplements.
This is it.
Gonna stab him!
Shifting. Say my name. Say my name.
I eat a lot of meat and cheese every day. Eggs too.
Wanna kill something? Moving fast.
Ah!
I was on keto for 5 months. I'm on low carb right now.
Goblins!
Keto works, but it gets boring and stale. Your taste buds go fucked up.
Biggest, brutalist orc. Fights in his life. I'm the best.
Let's scrap!
You need variety in food.
This is it.
There's a couple of big monsters here.
Get out, boys. Run, boys. Let's get some slaughter. We're off. Now. I'm going.
Fight for more!
Find them and kill them.
Depends on your physical activity for the day. That's how much carbs you can get. So carbs are not bad, but depends what you're doing. If you're not doing any physical activity or exercise, then it's bad.
Smash them.
If you're doing a lot of physical activity and exercise, you need some carbs.
Where's Gobbo's?
But most people don't do any physical activity or exercise, so they don't need carbs.
Your calls. This battle leads to war.
This is a close fight.
Boys, this gets up.
Let's scrap!
We can lose because the car has the Y. Y is our win button. And the Black Orcs, of course. These pigs are gonna get killed, unfortunate, but what we can do. It's too late to pull them out. Ooh, they survived, beautiful. What was the last prediction? I don't really remember, guys. Anybody knows what was the result of the last prediction? I was too drunk to keep up. Keto and intermittent fasting is probably the best diet. The best diet. There's nothing can top it. If you combine keto, intermittent fasting, and exercise, is the most effective thing you can do. No one knew, no one who live, who remembers. I'll take 1500 here, that's all the money. Polygon murdered. Decisive? Okay, I'll trust Greenyak. Greenyak should be a VP of this channel. Why is not Greenyak not VP of this channel? $20 large for bidding colic? Damn. Okay, boys.
This better involve fighting.
It's 3:33 in the morning, and I think that's a good time to stop here. To be continued. To be continued. Tomorrow's schedule is magic when I wake up, and when I get back home, we'll continue Grimgor. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel, and I'll see you later today. Good night.